The story of Kashmir is as ancient as the creation of the earth, born with the very breath that awakened the world. Rishi Kashyap was one of the 7 Saptarishis. From his penance, countless beings were born. Among his many wives, 2 became eternal in memory, Vinata and Kadru. One free like the wind, and the other deep like the earth. Kadru gave birth to 1,000 serpents, creatures dwelling deep within the earth. From Vinata's womb came 2 sons, one of them the divine eagle bird, Garuda. One evening, the 2 sisters were walking by the sea. They saw the celestial horse, Uchchashravas, born from the churning of the ocean, white, radiant, as beautiful as the clouds. Kadru said, "Look, its tail is black." Vinata smiled, "No, sister, it is pure white." But this was not a wager of words, it was a wager of fate. Night fell and Kadru devised a deceit. She ordered her serpent sons, "Go, coil around the horse's tail and make it look black." When morning came, the tail appeared black. Vinata had lost and became the slave of her own sister, Kadru. Time passed, and one day from Vinata's egg burst a blinding light. It was no ordinary birth. It was the birth of mighty Garuda. Wings of fire, eyes like the sun. Garuda, whose echo spread from sky to earth. When he learned of his mother's bondage, his fury shook the heavens. He lifted his mother and soared. Then his wrath fell upon the serpents. The sky burned, the earth trembled, and beneath the shadow of his wings, the city of Nagas turned to ash. Terrified, the Nagas prayed to Vishnu, "O Lord, save us from Garuda's fury." Then Vishnu appeared, serene, blue, and eternal. He said, "Crown Nila as your king and journey to the sacred lake of Satisara. There, Garuda's shadow shall never reach you." The Nagas reached Satisara and descended into its waters. They made the lake their home, and as they settled, new life began to blossom within it. From those very waters, Kashmir was born. Thus, the Nagas became the first dwellers of Kashmir, and from here echoed the eternal legend of the land that is known as Kashmir. Once, on the shimmering banks of Satisara, Indra, the lord of the heavens, was at leisure with his queen Paulomi. It was a calm, golden moment until a Daitya named Sangraha arrived. Sangraha was struck by Paulomi's beauty. Blinded by lust, Sangraha tried to seize Paulomi from Indra. In an instant, a battle broke out. A battle so fierce it shook both earth and sky for an entire year. At last, Indra struck down Sangraha. But the story did not end with Sangraha's death. Driven by the celestial beauty of Paulomi, Sangraha couldn't control himself and his seed fell into the sacred lake of Satisara. From the depths of Satisara, a child was born. Sangraha's own son, shaped by water and darkness. The Nagas found him fragile and alone. And raised him as their own. They named him Jalodhbava, the one born of water. Through intense worship of Brahma, Jalodhbava received great powers, mystic abilities, tremendous strength, and immortality as long as he stayed within the waters. With Brahma's boon, Jalodhbava became unstoppable, invincible, and filled with hunger and emptied the mountains of life.
Please stop this annihilation, my son. I am not your son. You are my son. I raised you like my own son. I trained you to be like us. You are a Naga. But I am not a Naga. I am the son of Sangraha. And I am a demon. I am like your father, my son Jalodhbava. Please stop this killing of innocents. Stop calling me your son, Nila, or I'll kill you too. And I will not stop, because I am invincible, unstoppable, and immortal. Enough, my son. As the king of the Nagas, I, Nila, now warn you of what will befall you. Run away, Nila. I will not kill you today. Consider all debts paid. All the Pisachas have assembled. Your loyal army now awaits your command.
My loyal Pisacha army, are you ready to march to the country of Satisara? Defeated in battle by his adopted son Jalodhbava, Nila returned to his kingdom. He was alive but broken in spirit. Satisara lived in fear. The only one who could bring sense to Jalodhbava had fallen. One day, Rishi Kashyapa arrived in Satisara. He was welcomed with warmth and reverence by Nila and Nagas. Food was served, rest was given. Yet Kashyapa sensed unease, something deeply wrong within the Nagas. When Kashyapa asked his son Nila, Nila spoke the truth. He told of Jalodhbava, the son he had raised, who had now become a force of terror. He spoke of their battle and of his own defeat. Understanding the gravity of the moment, Kashyapa wasted no time. He took Nila to Brahma Loka, the abode of God Brahma, and pleaded with Brahma to withdraw the boon given to Jalodhbava. But Brahma replied, "A boon once granted cannot be taken back." Kashyapa didn't give up. They went to Mahadev Shiva. On Kailash Parvat, they stood before Mahadeva. Shiva listened calmly and spoke without hesitation. "I cannot intervene. Jalodhbava is my devotee. I am his Ishtadeva." Still Shiva offered hope. "Go to Vishnu, the protector of the universe. He will help you." As a final hope, Kashyapa and Nila approached God Vishnu. In the midst of the Garbhodaka ocean, Vishnu sat upon the great serpent and Mahalakshmi by his side. The plea was heard. This time, help was granted. The day of the battle arrived. At the banks of Satisara, all the gods assembled. Then from the sky, God Vishnu descended, accompanied by Anantanaga. Vishnu called out and challenged Jalodhbava. From the waters of Satisara, the demon rose. He agreed to battle, but on one condition. Vishnu must fight him within the waters of the Satisara. Vishnu knew the truth. Jalodhbava could not be killed in water, yet he accepted. A fierce battle erupted between the two powers. The gods watched in silence, unaware of the plan already unfolding. As Vishnu held Jalodhbava in combat, Anantanaga struck with a mighty plow. He shattered the Naubandhan mountains. The waters flowed out. Satisara was left dry. Deprived of water, Jalodhbava lost his powers. In that moment, Vishnu released the Sudarshan Chakra. With a single strike, the demon was beheaded. Dharma prevailed. Nila was freed. Satisara was freed. Nila bowed to his father Kashyapa, to Vishnu, and to the other gods. Impressed by Kashyapa's resolve, Shiva offered him a boon, but Kashyapa asked nothing for himself. He sought permission to bring humans from the dying Saraswati river to this land. Nila objected in anger. He refused to share his kingdom. Daksha, the son of God Brahma, angered in turn, pronounced a curse. For 6 months from now on, Nagas will share their kingdom with humans. And for the next 6 months, the Pisachas arriving from the east, led by their king Nikumbha, will be living here. Terrified, Nila begged forgiveness. Shiva intervened. "This curse shall remain for a time. A great war will follow between Nagas, Pisachas, and humans. And in the end, only the humans shall remain." Then Mahadeva spoke the final decree. He named the land Kashmir, a land belonging to Rishi Kashyapa, who freed it from the demon Jalodhbava. Thus, the name Satisara faded into the light and Kashmir was born, which in modern times is known as Kashmir.